Can a fake second display be enabled in Windows 10? I just updated to Windows 10 and discovered that Microsoft broke this method of adding a fake second monitor. Is there a way to fake a dual second monitor, which I rely on for scaling some small programs to full screen with OBS? The detect button in control panel seems to do nothing, and the detect button in settings simply says a display was not connected. Is there any way to force Windows 10 to think there's a display connected on VGA without extra hardware or paid software? I'm using a laptop with an NVIDIA 970mm with HDMI, VGA, and DisplayPort out. What I've tried. The My Display is not shown option in the NVIDIA control panel, which won't let me add anything and only has options for televisions. Space Desk, which almost works except that my real display is bumped to number 2 and requires a client to be connected. Demo Forge Mirage/Zone Screen, which also require a connected client and are somewhat unstable on recent versions of Windows. Virtual Monitor, which I think is almost what I want, but isn't compatible with Windows and GT7 and has some compatibility issues. Note that I am not looking for virtual desktop software, and I don't need anything as fancy as Matrox PowerDesk or Virtual Display Manager.
This is by far not the ideal solution, but for now it will do. I put a 102 ohm resistor across pins 2 and 7 of my VGA port, also known as the headless Mac Mini trick, and Windows 10 now believes I have a second monitor attached. On a different computer I had to use pins 1 and 6 and reboot before the monitor would work.
Just spent last 2 hours trying to figure this out. First, go to Control Panel, not Settings app. Go to Adjust Screen Resolution. You will get a similar window as you did in Windows 7. Click Detect. Go to Display drop-down and select Display Device on VGA. Select desired resolution. If Windows is unable to save your settings, use the software from your video card to adjust the resolution. If you aren't able to output the display to the fake screen only, press Windows plus P and the select second display only. I hope this helps.
I found this forum post which provides a link to a pre-built driver which adds up to 4 virtual displays. As far as I understand, it's a free part of a paid software named Amayuni USB Mobile Monitor, as in free beer, but there may be other license restrictions. So, download and unpack this URL somewhere, preferably without spaces or non-Latin characters. It's SHA-256 with 629B51A94476273941C65D09A79595CF4C771A82 EPCO 03 for 5B24F51 for me, and VirusTotal sees nothing immediately wrong. Start command line in the directory you've just unpacked. Run device installer 64 install use mid.infuse-mid. On 32-bit systems use device installer instead, as an administrator, to install the driver. Run device installer 64 enable ID1 to enable an additional display. It's 1920 by 1080 by default, but other resolutions can be configured in the driver. They even provide additional instructions in A_instructions.txt file inside as well as uninstall commands. There is also a Windows 10 only warning, so it may not work on Windows 11.
I had the same problem and came up with a fairly simple solution,
Just connect your primary screen twice. Most displays have 2 inputs and you just need another display cable to connect it. A fake software driver would have been more elegant and less power consuming, but this works fine too. Smile.